Hi, kids. I'm children's book author Ruthy Ballard, back with another video in my ongoing series, An Author's Life, Inspiration and Research. Usually my videos focus on how a person or an animal or a life experience has inspired me in my writing. But today I'm going to switch gears a bit and talk about what happens to a writer when the inspiration dries up. It's called writer's block. And for someone like me who writes fiction, it's when my imaginary friends, my characters, stop talking to me. I feel stuck in the writing process, unsure how to move the plot forward. Most writers experience writer's block now and then. It comes with the territory of being a writer, but it can be frustrating and persist for sometimes days, weeks, months, even years. And it can require a lot of patience to wait it out, trusting that the barriers will eventually yield. And while it may seem like nothing is happening during writer's block, the truth is that an author's mind is working hard and silently on the problem all the while. I call it composting. I'm currently working on the fourth book in my Tales by Moonlight series, and I've tentatively titled it Bubba and the Gift of Reason. But with writer's block in full bloom, I'm not sure if the title will stick or change. I wrote the first draft several years back. I have the general story laid out, but I still find myself stuck anyway. Something's just not right with the plot or the characters or both. I'm just not sure what it is yet. Fortunately, I'm also an illustrator, so I can keep myself productive and busy while waiting out this frustrating time. The first chapter of the book tells the tale of Bubba's great-grandfather who chased tornadoes in Oklahoma back in the 1960s, before storm chasing became popular and long before anyone had a YouTube channel to brag of their exploits and close calls. Here's a drawing I made of Gyang Wong, that was his name, on one of his springtime adventures, chasing after a twister in his beat-up truck straight into a flurry of hailstones. Yang was supposed to inherit his parents' laundry business in San Francisco, as eldest sons had done for many generations in his Chinese family. But Yang wasn't interested in taking over. He had a passion for two things: tornadoes and funerals. I know, it sounds weird, and Yang's family sure thought so. But Yang had the rare and wonderful gift of knowing who he was and what he wanted in life early on. Thus, when he graduated high school and came of age, he fled San Francisco and bought a funeral home in a tiny Oklahoma town that sat right in the middle of Tornado Alley. And he was very happy there, as people tend to be when they follow their bliss and live authentic lives in line with their natural passions. Well, that's it for now. Just a little info on writer's block and how I'm coping with it as I write my fourth book. In a future video, I'll read from chapter 1, and you'll learn more about Yang's adventures and how 11-year-old Bubba, the protagonist of the book, fits into the picture. We first meet him in chapter 2 of Bubba and the Gift of Reason, though if you've read my third book, Elvie and the Gift of Passion, you've actually already had a glimpse of Bubba, if only briefly. Do you remember?